Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Bambang Nugroho. I am a lecturer in International Relations Department, Faculty of Social and Political Sciences, Universitas Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta. Allow me to present my report of Community Development Program entitled Community Empowerment based on Muhammadiyah Sub-Branches or Ranting in Bantul Regency. To implement the program, I am supported by a team consists of Ms. Muslihati, Mr. Porwadi, Mr. Imani, and Ms. Dedi Wijayanti. One of the assemblies in Muhammadiyah organization is the Community Empowerment Assembly or Majelis Pemberdayaan Masyarakat, abbreviated to MPM. Based on Muhammadiyah National Congress, the 48th Muktamar in 2022, the MPM's vision is the realization of a sustainable community empowerment ecosystem to improve the welfare of farmers, fishermen, disabled people, and the du'afa or poor, and mustad'afin or impoverished people as the embodiment of Islamic values rahmatan lil alamin or blessings for whole universe. In here, community empowerment is also interpreted as a process of identifying targets and problems as well as finding potentials that exist in the community and how to empower it to overcome the problems faced by the community itself with as little external intervention as possible. Of course, firstly, we must conduct a need assessment before operating a community empowerment program. We have to define the targets: who are or where, how many the poor and impoverished people to be empowered, what are the problems they face, and what potentials are there in the community that can be mobilized to empower them. Otherwise, whatever programs will not be comprehensive and cannot cover all work areas. Also, any activities carried out tend to be tactical and sporadic rather than strategic. It also being more difficult to develop cooperation and networking with various parties. This community empowerment adopts survey and mentoring methods. Survey is the most effective and efficient way to collect data in large numbers and simultaneously. It also generates contact persons who can be mentored and developed into a social network for further community empowerment program. Muhammadiyah is a nationwide social organization and has a network that extends to remote villages and sub-villages, where ranting or sub-branch act as the spearhead of organizational structure that is directly related to members in the village or sub-village. Sub-branch-based information is more in line with the prospects of empowerment efforts at the micro scale, and contact persons at the sub-branch level better understand local conditions, problems, and potentials. Throughout Bantul Regency, there are 222 sub-branches of Muhammadiyah and Aisyah, or Muhammadiyah Women Movement. Among them, 108 units were selected as samples. The Community Empowerment Program was started on July 2023 and ended in October 2023. Active support from Muhammadiyah Regional Board or Pimpinan Daerah Muhammadiyah Bantul (PDM Bantul), as well as personal networks, encourage the branches and sub-branches boards or Pimpinan Ranting Muhammadiyah and Pimpinan Ranting Aisyah to be more contributive. The result shows that there are 399 units of hamlet or pedukuhan available for community empowerment projects. If assumed for the KKN or Student Community Service Program, it can accommodate between 3,192 to 3,990 students per KKN period. That number can also partner with 399 groups of lecturers community service program. The data can also be used as information to partner with government agencies, corporations, or CSR NGOs, and other interested parties. The data collected shows that the estimated number of people targeted for empowerment, around 1,500 poor farmers or farm laborers, 1,500 industrial workers or laborers, 1,500 neglected orphans, 1,000 of abandoned senior citizens, 850 people with illnesses or health problems, 170 poor fishermen, more than 160 people with disabilities, and other 1,200 people of other poor or impoverished groups. The economic aspect, particularly agriculture and MSMEs or micro, small, and medium enterprises, dominates the concern across sub-branches, highlighting the needs for targeted economic development and support. Environmental education and health issues are also significant, though to a lesser extent, indicating areas where improvement are needed to enhance overall well-being and resilience. The conditions within Muhammadiyah movement itself. There is a fact that all Rantings have an organization called Pengajian Ranting or Sub-Branch Routine Sermon, but the intensity and quality are unequal. 76 less institutionalized and 3 weak. The expansions of the PRMs and PRRs continues to grow, and only a small number have declared themselves are still less developed. Majority of most charities are still underdeveloped and even weak managed, and majority of education institutions still weak managed and strongly dependent on subsidy. The others, business in the fields of health and economy, are not yet evenly distributed. The majority are weak and dependent, some even not exist yet. What about the potentials covered during research and mentoring? Um, we find that there are many potentials aspects. First, natural potential in the form of scenery, raw materials, water, rivers, beaches, seas, etc., could be developed into another tourism destination, for example. And the other potentials is in art and cultural potentials in the form of traditional procession, art displays, unique traditions, cultural heritage sites, etc. It's also support to develop into the tourism destinations. Number three is economic potential based on crops, raw materials, mining, production waste, forestry, etc. And also creative economy potential like sociopreneur, design, marketing, culinary, various services, etc. And potential for high quality human resources, both due to high levels of education, adequate skills, and other certified professions, and social potential like youth organization, mosque youth, Karang Taruna, etc. Bantul also have infrastructure potential that support empowerment and environmental potential in the form of waste banks, biodiversity, ecosystem, and so on that supports community empowerment programs. In developing partnership and networking, there are university-based government agencies, corporate CSR programs, and NGOs are seen as trustworthy and beneficial partners with strong willingness to engage. Nevertheless, political parties and foreign institutions face significant resistance or indecision, indicating concerns about the implications of trustworthiness of these partnerships. In conclusion, this mapping has managed to obtain quite a lot of information about the empowerment targets and potential of community empowerment in 399 hamlets or padukuhan throughout Bantul Regency. The contributions of this research is supporting community development networking among stakeholders, especially between Muhammadiyah and both university-based community services, government agencies, NGO, and corporate social responsibility programs. It also prevents from mistargeting, ineffectiveness, and inefficiency in operating community empowerment projects. Though this survey is only an extensive exploration, which still requires deepening to each PRMs and PRAs coordinated under the MPM Pimpinan Daerah Muhammadiyah Bantul. That's all of my presentation. Thank you. UMY ada, masyarakat berdaya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.